I can't believe it.
I can't believe it either. My rook is on the cereal box. Wow.
You gotta step your game up.
Hey, man.
Yo, check it out. Do you enjoy the chocolate and peanut butter taste in the morning? Cause if you do, I got the cereal for you.
Hey, who am I?
Yo.
Oh, let me guess. Shammy holding a cereal box.
Yo, what about me?
You a cereal addict with one thumb.
Hey, man, come on, man. Aren't you excited? This is dope.
Yeah, it's cool.
Man.
Hey, man, I know guys with shoe commercials, car commercials, and to think about it, the Spurs even have those local supermarket
Oh,
ads.
yeah.
Yeah, I think those are weird, though. But I haven't met anyone on a cereal box, man. This is, I don't know, Olympic athlete type stuff, man.
Yo, and all the free cereal, like lifetime supply, man.
Exactly. Hey, let's have a bowl right now.
Hey, cheers, Shammy.
All the crazy.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And Oklahoma City is where we'll be going just moments from now, as the Thunder will be going up against the Denver Nuggets. For the Nuggets, they're not satisfied with the record over the last 10 games. Under 500 basketball, just not good enough. Looking to improve tonight. And we'll get to see Paul Millsap tonight. With Paul, as a guy who entered the league as a guy who would grind it out on the block, but he's transformed himself into a stretch four the last few seasons. How hard is it to make that change as a big man?
Well, I'm not a shooter, Ernie. I'm a prolific MF scorer. MF stands for most frequently.
Okay.
Not overnight. Takes time and effort. He's definitely worked on his game. Usually you work on your shot just to keep defenders honest, but he reminds me of Horace Grant up there at 15.
Had a skill when you're in the NBA because pretty much a lot of times your game is set. But, I was
Hello. Hey,
No.
you still there?
Did
you lose your train of thought?
No, I was thinking
Hey, you
about
still
myself.
there?
I started thinking about myself.
Hey,
I started
hey,
thinking about
hey.
myself.
Wake up.
Hey,
I just started thinking about myself. I'm sorry. But Millsap has done a great job.
hey, shake yourself, man.
Jeez.
Golly.
Why are you always talking about you?
We're trying to get this thing going. We're trying to do our jobs.
My bad.
At least maybe pay attention
Okay.
to what we're doing.
I was just a KS kind of scorer.
Kevin Harlan standing by. He's got the call.
That's what I was searching for.
I
I forgot. I was like.
know what I'm saying? I'm just out here doing my thing.
I see, man. Take a lot of guts to do what you do.
Hey,
I couldn't do
saying me
it.
and
Hey,
Jay-
so how long you been doing comedy?
About 3 weeks.
But I'm a natural, ain't I? Shoot.
So what kind of comedy you plan on doing?
The funny kind, man. What else?
Don't encourage her.
Hey, anybody going after their dreams, I'm going to encourage them.
Don't.
Man, why she hating? Thank you. That's what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a 5-tool threat. Acting, comedy, improv, you know what I'm saying? Brand management, everything.
That's 4 tools, B. You need 5. I mean, you could claim writing, but aren't improv and comedy like the same thing? I feel
Really?
like-
You showing ignorance in that statement, DJ.
Yeah, dude, even I know there's a difference.
And either way, it's gonna be terrible.
Look, at the end of the day, I'm just trying to be supportive of my friend, okay?
I appreciate that. Yo, check this out. I've been working on this one for a minute. Hey, what's the deal with gifts? How you pronounce them things anyway? Looks like a G, sometimes sounds like a J. They totally different.
Now I see why Hannah said it was going to be terrible.
What, you...
That was trash,
Whose
B.
side you
You're
on?
better than that.
I'm just, you know what I'm saying? It's training wheels, my G. I'm just
You're
getting
embarrassing me
started.
in front of Kunks.
That was the scrimmage, man. That was just the rehearsal. I wasn't ready. This ain't opening night.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Live from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, 2K Sports proudly brings you the Thunder at the Peak at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. The Nuggets here looking to pick one up here on the road before returning to Denver. And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, guys, Paul Millsap has been...
Thank you, D.A. And Millsap is as crafty as it gets on defense, one of the most underrated players in the game. Now, Brent, we're far enough into the season where certain rookies are starting to hit the wall. What can coaches do to stop that process or help them through that process of that rookie, that so-called rookie wall?
I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, Kevin, there's not much a coach can do for a player. And I'll tell you, I've seen it where years a player after 41 games is gassed. And certainly over the course of the past few years, I've seen plenty of rookies not be phased at all. So it just depends on the makeup of the guy and what he's been asked to do. I don't know that there's too much a coach can really get into the head of a player on other than trying to keep him confident.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Denver. Down low, it's Millsap and Jokic. Murray out there with J.J. Barea, and it's Barton in at the 3 spot. And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Shot clock at 6. Here's Millsap. Double team on Millsap. Over Patterson. Goes back up. Pass to Jokic. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Jokic with a screen on Jordan. Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. It's good.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, this is also one of those things where you start to think about how you're going to change your defense already. If at all possible, make someone else beat you.
Here's Barea after the made shot from Jordan. Outside Millsap. Jokic with a screen on Adams. Deep 2 from Murray. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
Good sign of an efficient shooter there. His release is lightning quick.
Adams sets the pick for Westbrook. Dishes to George. Shot clock reset for Oklahoma City. Patterson can't get it to go. On defense, Oklahoma City. They beat the Nuggets during their last encounter in Denver.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
Well, they built up the big lead and then let the second unit get out there and do their work. And you're right, the guys coming in off the bench were spectacular. They put up a ton of points. Now, for the Thunder last season, the first one in the AD era, that stands for after Durant, you can imagine just how devastating his departure was for the fans of the franchise. But I think Sam Presti, as the general manager, prepared themselves for Kevin Durant leaving and for Russell Westbrook to assume the reins of the team.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Murray kicks to Jokic. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. And here at the midway point of the season, the perfect time to check out the rookie rankings. Who will be the NBA Rookie of the Year? Some great young players. You take a look at Jordan. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
Totally agree. It's taken him only about half the season to show he is going to be a force and a face in the NBA for a long time.
All going up court. Roberson the pass to Grant. Here's Roberson. He's covered by Murray. Felton dishes to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. 6 on the shot clock.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. The first free throw is good.
And really the Nuggets, a stronger team than many had predicted last season. One area that troubled them was the defensive end. And when they would lose, it was usually by being unable to come up with consistent stops.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Trey Lyles comes in for Barton. And it's Moutier in for Murray. Millsap sets the pick for Moutier. For 3, Harris. That one's not going to go. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. And for the Nuggets and their defensive issues, Greg, a lot of it stemmed from their lack of rim protection.
Yeah, and the inability to challenge shots in general, for that matter. And they also had problems applying pressure and forcing turnovers as a team, at the bottom of the league in terms of turnovers forced.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still their ability.
Here's Oklahoma City now. This run now up to 13-2. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Murray out there with J.J. Barea. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the power forward position. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mr. Incredible in their last matchup against the Knicks was superb. He finished with 27 points and was also able to collect 6 boards to go along with his scoring. He was a big factor in helping his team continue to play well and ultimately come out ahead. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for checking in, D.A. He was phenomenal for them in that game. It was fun to watch.
And not just fun for us, but it had to be fun for him as well. Everything was working, and he just seemed to enjoy and embrace every minute of it.
And I love having fun, but fun comes at a cost, and that cost is work and effort. So let's not get too far away from that tonight. He was a workhorse in this one.
And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Well, people talk so much about shoot first guy with Westbrook. How about that time finding the open man?
Brent, you were known for your leaping ability. You won a dunk contest. We all remember it very vividly. During the pre-draft process, did they measure your max vertical?
They did, Kevin. At the Chicago pre-draft camp, you run through a series of tests there. Your conditioning, how your CO2 gets kicked out. They put this mask on you and check your stamina. There's a bunch of doctors in there poking and prodding. I won't go into detail about that.
Thank you.
But they did measure the max vertical during that Chicago pre-draft, and an inch vertical leap, so not too bad.
Not too bad at all.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Elbow shot, and that one comes up a bit short.
And the defense cannot afford to be that lazy. You got to be up on the shooters at all times, especially at the mid-range.
Martin with it. George picks him up. Barton right side. Paul George with the steal. Here's Jordan. Now here's George. Hernan Gomez covering the 10-footer. And that one's good, George.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Barea kicks to Hernan Gomez. Barton outside. Jokic a screen. Barton passes to Murray. The Nuggets with another miss.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
There's 38 seconds left here in the second. Outside for Barea. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. A different look for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Patterson. And it's Jeremy Grant in for Doug McDermott. The Nuggets also changing it up. Trey Lyles checked in for Hernan Gomez. Millsap comes in for Barton. And Harris subbed in for J.J. Barea. So the wing on the left. Outside Millsap. Here's Lyles. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Lyles got 8 points. Right side, Jordan. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Well, to win at this level consistently, you cannot be faint of heart, and he's going in for the kill.
And so it's Oklahoma City looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, you have scored very efficiently in the first half, so what has the mindset been?
DA, my mindset is the same I've had my whole life, baby. Any shot I take is a good shot. Actually, hold up. Check that. Any shot I take is the best shot. It's like a sliding scale, right? You know, some of the shots I take would be considered a bad shot for anyone else. But when I do it, you know, I feel like it was the best chance we had to score that trip down. You feel me?
I do feel you. I felt you right there. You're right. See, I felt you. Thanks. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. And Mr. Incredible has been sensational.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
Efficient so far with the shots that he's taken. His contributions have been fantastic.
Inside, it's Patterson and Adams. Russell Westbrook out there with Jordan. And it's George in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Greg, the one thing about Patrick Patterson out of Kentucky, he is a smart basketball player.
Yeah, he's not the best rebounder or shot blocker, but the advanced stats love him. And he gets the job done at both ends of the floor.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Emmanuel Mudiay spent a year in China prior to the NBA rather than playing in college. A lot of people respect what he did while he was over there. He said, being in a foreign country, everything is different. It made me mentally strong. Now in the NBA, he said, You've got to have confidence because every point guard in this league can play. You've got to keep that edge and be prepared at all times. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Mental fortitude is critical, especially when you're a young player in this league. And the Canadian Jamal Murray, a player you forgot was taken 7th overall in 2016. But Brent, he has all the tools you want from an off guard, and this team believes he has a bright future in the league.
Every coach around the league sees the potential in Jamal Murray. You just hope for him, Kevin, he doesn't get too far ahead of things. You got to put the work in. You got to stay patient. But I believe there's tremendous upside, and at some point, we'll talk about this guy as being one of the upper echelon shooting guards in the league.
And the free throw, no good. Always a fun topic. If you could start a franchise with one guy, who would that be? And a big part of that debate, proven veteran versus young guy with massive upside.
How long's my contract as general manager, Kevin?
Let's say it's a 4-year deal right now.
Okay, I'm going to take the young guy with massive upside.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because if that pans out, my job's going to be 8 years with an extension, and you're hired.
Good, and guaranteed money.
And I'll find the veterans, Kevin, this is an honest point, that want to play with somebody like that. A young player that's drawing that much attention is going to make their jobs easier, and they're probably specialists in what they do, having been in the league that long. So the upside, I'll go with that.
Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Felton comes in for Russell Westbrook. And a switcher also for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nikola Jokic. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Brent, what a career for Paul Millsap, a 4-time All-Star.
Well, the 47th pick in the 2006 draft out of Louisiana Tech, he was not the most heralded player, certainly, but as he reached his 30s, the guy has played in 4 consecutive All-Star games. An amazing story in the league.
Denver making a switch here. Boudier is checked in.
Well, Adams with the make them pay mentality right here from the free throw line.
For Oklahoma City. The Thunder leading by 18. Puts it up. Adams dishes to Jordan. The shot, no good. Good defense by Jokic. Denver's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Shoots the 3, and there's the foul. It's on Trey Lyles. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Westbrook kicks to Jordan. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And it'll be his 4th time going to the game. The first free throw is good. And he can't hit the second. The Nuggets trail by 16. Millsap kicks to Harris. There's the screen. That's tipped. Lyles passes to Harris. Over Jordan. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 5 points so far.
Well, a good job around the rim of Jokic getting in great position and using his huge frame to snatch up that rebound.
And so it's Oklahoma City with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Exert yourself by being disciplined and focused on the right stuff. All right, good job. Go.
Words of praise from Billy Donovan asking them to stay locked in, make good choices.
Yeah, and when all 5 of these guys are on the same page, great things tend to happen. So let's see if that continues.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And Denver will start the 4th quarter with Murray and Harris in the backcourt. Lyles out there with Paul Millsap. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. Free throw good, Jordan. And so Jordan nails both of them. Here's Murray. The pass to Jokic. Outside Millsap. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Millsap's got 9 points now in just the second half. Outside, George. Now the feed to Jordan. Murray with it. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Westbrook kicks to Jordan. Adams outside. Feeds it to Westbrook. Outside Jordan. Just 5 on the clock. Can't cash in from the high post. Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against the Knicks in New York. Harris kicks to Murray. Passes it to Jokic. Offline with his 3. Oklahoma City leading by 11. Here's Westbrook. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
It's funny, when Russell slows down, he gets a little more crafty with his moves and his pacing, leaving the defense right there helpless.
Kicks to Millsap. Back to Harris. Here's Jokic. Another miss by Jokic.
It's been a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
Patterson, that's good.
Soft touch on the lay-in. Not everyone has that.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
There's tremendous balance with this Nugget basketball team, especially on the offensive end. You can have a lot of players in their rotation carrying the scoring load and a lot of different playmakers that are out there on their roster.
Martin's checked in for Trey Lyons. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He said, guys, I know you've worked hard. I know you're a little tired, but we got to dig deep right now and find a way. Take a deep breath, and let's get it done. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
And they double up Jordan. Now Murray. He kicks to Harris. And another miss by Denver. Brent, as you said, the Nuggets have a balanced roster. And from that, a balanced scoring attack.
Well, a lot of the guys on this Nuggets roster can score some points. So having players at every position who can get you a bucket, that can lead to some great offensive success.
6 on the shot clock. And slam dunk by Jordan.
The tenacity, the attention to detail. It's why these guys are in complete control.
Yeah, it seems like they've been at it on both ends tonight. Tremendous all-around play from them. Has them up quite a bit here.
The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
So nice for a coach to look at his center as a capable shooter. Jokic is just that.
Jordan against Harris. Jordan dishes to George. Shoots over Barton. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. 6 points for Paul George. The Nuggets trail by 17. Barton outside. He feeds it to Murray. Pass to Millsap. On target from 13 feet. Millsap's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Oklahoma City.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jordan.
Well, he could not be stopped on offense. Super efficient tonight. There wasn't a lot the defense could do.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They trail by 17. 1:03 left in the fourth. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Mr. Incredible.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Barton outside. Pass to Hernangomez. Here's Wiles. Abrinas with a rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Jordan. Right through the D for the layup. Jordan's got 37.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right. Shots good by Wiles.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Yeah, he's certainly able to shoot over the top of people. High percentage look right there from the mid-range.
And there's the pass to Abrinas. He dishes it to Jordan. The feed now to Felton. And the first one at the line is good. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time.
Let's go, baby.
DJ, fantastic game.
Thanks.
Listen, Kevin and the guys want to talk to you back at the studio. Right this way.
Let's do it.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
And we welcome you back. I'm Ernie Johnson. We got Shaq here. We got Kenny here. With this one in the books, we've got a special post-game guest joining us.
Hey, what's up? This is Kenny. You look great out there in that win, and I believe you set a season high in scoring, young man. Is it fair to call this your most complete game?
Wow, Kenny, I did not know about that season high. Thank you. It felt good on the floor offensively, but I knew there were a few defensive positions where I could have been sharper. And really, I'm just happy to contribute to the team when I'm out on the floor, and I think I was able to do that tonight.
Well, you did a great job of it. Keep up the good work.
And that's a wrap, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. For Shaq, for the Jet, for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. We will see you again soon.
All right, boy.
Twinkle toes. You close.
Getting there.
Yo, who's the most famous person you've seen come up in here?
I don't know. Probably LeBron.
Me.
I can't believe y'all didn't say Kobe.
Well, hello Hello, Driving Miss Fresh. How you doing today? Adhering to our no social media, no video policy, I hope.
You ain't gotta worry about me, yo.
Look, despite her rough demeanor, she's actually pretty respectful of the boundaries and limitations you set up, Anna. So don't worry about it, okay?
I love me some rules, you know what I'm saying? I even use the bathroom and everything.
Yeah, so I saw your video on TMZ with all the paparazzi on you. That's a really interesting way to build a brand.
Yo, I gotta stay on my hustle, you know what I'm saying? Be fresh hustle. I can't pass up an opportunity with like 20 cameras in my face.
No, 20 cameras in his face.
Well, actually, it was just at my place. I wasn't there, to be honest.
Anyway, you ready to bounce?
Yeah, I'm ready. Hey, you guys need anything from me?
Well, I assume
Nope?
since you're
Okay,
slumming it with Miss Fresh that we're done for the night.
Yeah, interviews in the can.
Yeah,
social
drive
stuff.
safe,
Okay.
Miss Fresh.
Stay strong, C-Money.
Hey, I'm hungry.
Me too.
Let's get some
Roscoe's.
food. No, I'm always down, B.